So you worked out earlier? It's your nerves,
I
fam?
did, but I pooped already. That's why I'm like, bro, I thought it was good.
Let me find out you gotta poop before every game and shit. Like, man, you find me in the bathroom.
I don't eat sometimes though, because sometimes I don't eat. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nervous.
It's funny though. They be having the shit. Don't let you get to the big stage. Just know you gonna find her in the bathroom right beforehand. Where the porta potty? No, that's you, fam. You and your bowel movements, bro.
I actually looked it up one day.
Yeah, just to see what be happening with your body, bro.
No, well, I looked it up to be like, why do people feel like they gotta poop before they gotta go do something like crazy?
Yeah.
trying to tell me who I am, I gotta show them who I am. It's being Jammin.
I was told I was a killer, supposed to be a dope dealer. When it's time to gas up, they fill up. Time to gas up, they fill up. They fill up me with things that we shoulda seen. Come to things that we shoulda be. To the girls that's feeling me, to the world you're a killer. I don't even know if it's my time yet. Woo! But I'm never coming second if it is. You know I'm out hood, leave the weapon what it is. You can get your shit to slapping, Willie Smith know what it is. Know that? Boy, look at Kodak. Young dread nigga with the kick drum to blow that. With some city girls, that's just so fat they throw back. And if you ever pull that, it's no dare to blow that, you probably know. How I pour juice in the fold, but why can't you let it go? The juice sticking to my soul. Can't stop, won't stop, no. I've been told since 2004. I was told I was a killer, supposed to be a dope dealer. Like I'm supposed to move drugs off the villa. Then it's like behind bars, that's what they figure. When they ask why I says because, nigga. Yeah. I was told I was a killer, supposed to be a dope dealer. When it's time to gas up, they fill up. Time to gas up, they fill up. They fill up me with things that we shoulda seen. Come to things that we shoulda be. To the girls that's feeling me, to the world you're a killer. Me, yes me. Made Jammin with juice with no knee. On our way to the T.O.P. with our cities on our back like we gon' see. Hey, hey, like it's Chief on Chief, boy. Singing my Jack, boy, lean on me. Hey, hey, ducking all the C.O.P. with the devil on his side, hoping he O.D. If you want the truth, I got time for it. You know how many folks hit my line for it? You know all the many nights I done cried, but then he done died. I mean, he really gave his life for it. Whoa, knowing that this life isn't fair. I only see the truth when I'm staring in the mirror. They said keep it G, so I'ma keep it playing. That's 24/8 if you wanna take me there, boy. Oh, yeah. I was told I was a killer, supposed to be a dope dealer. When it's time to gas up, they fill up. Time to gas up, they fill up. They fill up me with things that we shoulda seen. Come to things that we shoulda be. To the girls that's feeling me, to the world you're a killer. Me. Fresh dinner. Now it's time to wake up, yeah. Early in the morning. Woo! I know somebody yawning. Woo! But it's time to get the money, bro. Woo! You can't have funny about that money, yo. Early in the morning. Woo! Can I hit it in the morning? Woo! But then you gotta feed them kids. Jammin with juice. Y'all know what the business is. What? I said what? I said what? I said what? It's Jammin with juice. Y'all know what the business is. Call it and text it. Okay. 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 Okay.
Jesus.
It's there, right? Okay. Okay. Fresh dinner,
Juice Nation.
Fresh
To all the juicy jammers out there. And good morning, Milwaukee. You are now tapped into, sipping on, and waking up to, most importantly, Jammin with Juice, the morning stream. On the stream y'all need to be on, period. You know, I ain't taking you around. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And of course, I got my boy Ben Jammin with me.
It is amazing.
And we are live from the Jammin with You studios at the Milky Way building, and sponsored by Cindy Johnson Allstate Insurance Agency, right here, homegrown in Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
right?
y'all.
In the 414.
In the 414, right.
Okay.
Happy Monday. So excited to get into the show today. And you already know we got a lot of juicy jammers, certified juicy jammers in the chat this morning, y'all. And they're ready to get this show cracking, ready to get this day cracking, ready to get this week cracking. Week 3 for Jammin and myself back on these airwaves. And so you know what we got to do? We got to do our morning roll call, y'all. So Jammin, without further ado, can you please give me my theme music? All right, I want to say good morning to JD.
Good morning, JD.
Good morning to Lady B, Milwaukee. Good morning to
Grand Rising Queen.
We got Kawanda in the chat. We got Cindy Johnson herself in the building.
Oh my God.
We got Tyler
Hadley, my brother. Good morning.
We got Willie Graves. We got
Willie,
CE.
good morning,
We got
Willie.
Jeff.
CE,
We got
my Gemini brother. Good morning.
We got my girl Kayla.
Good morning.
We got Sir
Kayla, good morning. Sir Charles, good morning.
Sir Charles, is it your birthday?
Jeffrey,
No, not Sir Charles.
good morning.
Sincere. Where's Sincere at? Happy birthday, Sincere.
Sincere's birthday today.
It's Sincere's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
And we got Israel in the
Israel?
chat.
Is he using his real name?
He just retracted his statement.
Well, he already got something to say.
Retracted what he was about to say. But good morning, y'all.
I love it. Top of the morning to you.
Yes,
you know
good morning. Good morning.
Woo!
Happy Monday. It's crazy.
Happy Monday. Happy sip to that Monday.
Right. Happy Monday, y'all. I'm just cracking up over here because, man, what you think I'm cracking up about, Benjamin?
Look, you know what? If I'm being blatantly honest here, you know,
I'm an open book, though.
well, forget. I don't know if y'all heard what was, because we had some hot mics. We had some hot mics in the beginning of this show. All right,
They gonna go back and rewind it.
They should go back, rewind, and listen to it, man. But at the beginning of the show, we had a hot mic.
I'll tell them right now. I don't care. Listen, in the morning time, it's a couple things you got to do in the morning time. You know what I'm saying? And you have to use the bathroom. You gotta get all of that out.
You gotta move your
if you
bowels.
Was sleeping last night, or if you woke up, you ate some breakfast or something like that. You gotta use the bathroom. And I feel like people be trying to act like women don't go number 2.
And see, man,
And
for a long time in my life, I didn't believe that.
When women do number 2, they be having what's it called? Flatulence? What is it called?
Your flatulence, you be farting.
Yes.
You be pooping.
I was trying to say it in a professional manner. I didn't want to say just farting because, people probably eating their breakfast right now, but it is what it is. And
Look.
I be having to go to the bathroom a lot, y'all. Like every single morning.
Every morning before we start this show, Juice WRLD goes into the bathroom and takes a dump. All right, she jumping by.
Not every day.
Damn near you in there, bro.
It be coming randomly.
Or you just be like, man, my stomach. Oh my God, not right now.
Yes.
It's about to happen. I
having,
thought we were good.
I be having gut issues, y'all.
You be trying to talk to your intestines and stuff, but
I do. I be like, stop it right now.
Yeah. But you also said though, this is what happens before you do like any kind of performances, right?
Yes.
Before you actually hit the stage, before you do Marquette, So if you guys are trying to get a signed autograph from Noni Juice, make certain to go to the bathroom before the show starts.
No,
you know
I'm just saying,
she'll
like,
be in there with you.
I'm one of them people, y'all.
Oh, girl.
See, now you're getting disrespectful. I'm one of those people, you guys, who I get the bubble guts before I have to like perform.
Yeah.
So I try not to eat sometimes before I'm about to go do that because it will like trigger something in me. But it's so crazy because even if I don't go to the bathroom before I, perform or whatever it is, after I do my first initial like opening or whatever it is, the feeling goes away. Like, I don't even have to go anymore. And so I was telling Ben, I was like, I actually looked it up before of why that actually happens. And it had something to do with like the brain and how it's connected to the gut and all of these different things or what have you.
Your gut is your second brain.
Exactly. So that's kind of what it had to do with. And they were like, sometimes you do be having to go and sometimes you really don't be having to go. It's just your mind feeling the feels, and it's the feeling that you're getting them little butterflies in your stomach.
And that's really what I was going to lead into. I mean, it may make you feel like you got, a little diarrhea about to happen, or you feel like you about to go and drop bombs over there in Baghdad, and drop some kids off the pool, if you know what I'm saying. But it's just really your nerves, right? So are you saying that each and every time before you perform, it's like you get nervous before you're actually about to, lend your soul to the audience?
Sometimes, depending on what it is. If I have to go do it myself, myself,
Yeah.
yes. Like when I have to host a Brewers game and it's a game where I'm doing it alone and I have my opening like monologue by myself and
Bunch
I
of
have to,
jitters.
do all of that. Yeah, I get a little bit jittery, a little bit nervous. But
He's about to swing this bat. Oh my
it
God.
goes away once I start. I don't really feel that way that much with Marquette anymore. Like
Yeah.
Marquette is almost like second brain sometimes.
Okay.
Like that I tap into that. But I gotta shout out Lady B in the chat because Lady B is hilarious saying I
What you
fart
talking
all
about?
day at work. LOL.
Damn.
How disrespectful to your coworkers.
Just crop dusting everybody.
I be telling Ben all the time, like Ben, if you ever have to have some flatulence while we are sitting in this room, please let me know because I will
Look.
gladly walk away. Please don't do that to me where I'm
Juice,
entrapped
I-
with your poops.
I would just say embrace it. Just embrace it, man. We in this room right now, you know, and if we're doing it live on air and I gotta let one go, it's just gonna be that. I may not say nothing about it, but if it hits you across your nose,
Bro,
you just know what it
so
is.
disrespectful, but
I mean, women for whatever odd reason, I think they believe it's more ladylike. Try not to fart around men, you know. But like, we should make it a normal thing. Like, you should feel comfortable. Yeah, if we're talking about women's equality and all that stuff, you
Yeah.
should feel comfortable taking
'Cause y'all be
taking a
judging.
nice fart. I mean, we're gonna judge you, but you know, the thing is, whoever gonna like you is gonna like you. Like, okay, I see what you ate.
like they pheromones.
Yeah, you know,
That's disgusting. All
it's,
right,
it's
I'm
the
moving
pheromones
on.
out there and everything. Somebody gonna suck that up and be like,
Okay.
Okay,
We're
I
not
like
gonna do
that.
that. I hope y'all had a really great weekend. It was you know how we would talk about, man, ain't nothing happening in the news for real. A lot happened in the news over this weekend
I
that I
mean,
saw for sure. But
straight up, beginning on Friday, man, I was like, damn. And then Saturday, damn. And then Sunday, damn.
yeah, I hope y'all had a good weekend. I just had a game obviously on Saturday, but then
All
I
right.
was just working on some other stuff on Sunday. But you know what I saw this weekend? I wanted to ask you. I saw a lot of people and companies and organizations having their Friendsgiving over the weekend. Have you ever had a Friendsgiving? Or have you ever been to Friendsgiving? I know Thanksgiving is this week on Thursday. And
Right.
some people, it's like, I feel like it's a newer generation thing where you get your friends together and y'all kick it like that weekend before Thanksgiving and everybody brings a dish and,
Right.
you know, you just have a good time.
I've definitely had Friendsgivings in the past before. I actually missed my friend's Friendsgiving on Friday. I completely had forgot about it, but I was reminded as I scrolled through. So my boy Bizzle, if you seeing this right now, you know, just know I ain't forget, but I forgot that day. I'll see him in a few weeks. His birthday coming up. But yeah, I've definitely been to a few different Friendsgivings, and it makes you feel like a kid again. You know, you're able to kick it with your friends and just be thankful for them. you know?
What do you bring?
Me personally, I bring like a macaroni and cheese, or sometimes it's been Friendsgivings where I just brought myself. You know, sometimes just me being me, it's like all you need.
No.
Right?
How dare you?
I'll bring some paper plates or something. You know, I got some silverware.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. If it's not going to be equal at the Friendsgiving, don't come.
What you talking about?
Like, you talking about you just bringing your body, you just bringing yourself, unless the host of the Friendsgiving said, hey, y'all, I'm cooking. Don't even worry about it. I just want y'all to have a good time. You know, I got the drinks, I got the food. Just bring your body and your significant other or whatever it is. That's disrespectful.
Now, sometimes your personality. What if you the person? What if you the joke teller? Like you know the party not started till you the person that get there, and
You
then
the party starter.
then then the party starts. It's like, dang, you know what? Ben didn't have to bring a plate. He brought himself, brought his personality. Now everybody laughed, we're all good and stuff. He's the person who says, you know what? Let's go ahead and play cards.
You're the
together.
good vibes person.
I'm the good vibes person, man. I might have brought a little something with me too. I might have brought a bottle, you know. So like, all I'm saying is, you know, you gotta know your worth, man.
JD said, my white friends had a Friendsgiving yesterday, but I didn't go because they have a dog and the apartment is small. I figured the other friends had cats, so I just didn't show up. One thing about us black people, we do not play when it comes to people's houses and food and animals.
Mm-hmm.
If we feel like you have an animal and you're nasty and you're disgusting and you don't wash off your tables and you let your cats jump up on everything, we are not about to participate. We're not gonna eat it.
I agree. I definitely second that, man. I went to a person's house and they basically had their dog and their cat. Well, their cat was all on the shelves and stuff or whatever by the stove. I was like, I can't do this, man. So I never ate at that person's house ever after that.
Yeah, no. But Friendsgiving always looks really fun to me. I haven't been to a Friendsgiving in a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the chat if y'all been to a Friendsgiving, or do y'all even do that? Is that more of a millennial thing? Because I personally think it is.
It
Even
is.
though
It definitely is.
I saw a news organization, was it Channel 12? I think it was Channel 12, WISN 12. I saw on social media that they had one for like the organization, and they were having a good time, and they had their like sweaters on. You know, sometimes you make it a Christmas, ugly Christmas sweater type of vibe, and everybody just is dancing and having a good time. I would love to go to one again. I think last
I would love
time,
to go to one.
I'm not gonna lie, they be looking fun. I'm like, ooh, we just turning up, eating each other's food, you know.
Facts, grown adults, man, just having fun playing Uno. You know?
Yeah, or like spades, which I still need to learn how to play spades.
Yeah,
you know how to play?
I can play spades. I had never played until I got with my girl, and I think me and her one day we was on like a double date or something like that, and the other couple knew how to play, so we was like, okay, what's up? We finna play, finna learn today. It was so easy to learn, so I would suggest you.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm cold. Me and my girl, we like this. We like this together.
Okay.
Kobe and Shaq out there.
Y'all be across the table.
Yeah,
get it in.
Yeah,
huh?
Just knowing exactly what to put down. It's very important. It's vital for your health. You know.
Okay.
People might play for somebody played out there or something. You never know.
So for this Thanksgiving coming up, are you just bringing yourself to whatever house you go to?
You know what? I'm actually not going to anybody's house this Thanksgiving. You know, a lot of my family doesn't live here, but at the same time, I'm honestly just gonna cook a entree that I like and enjoy, and that's just what it's finna be my Thanksgiving. Finna do like a loaded baked potato, and then on top of that, probably just do like some what is it called? I don't know, some side dishes and then a dessert. But I'm not doing much for Thanksgiving this year.
Okay, I usually like house hop.
Yeah, I feel you, but literally all my people gone, fam.
I thought you had family in Racine.
Man, my uncle.
You literally have a cousin in Racine.
Yeah, but that uncle, he not doing that for Thanksgiving. And my other uncle who would have done something, he died early this year. You know?
Maybe you should like have them over your house and y'all, you know,
parlay it together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. I could do something like that. I really wouldn't. I never thought about that.
Times is hard though, and food is expensive.
Food is very expensive.
If I was hosting something, you would find me in one of them pantry lines that you see everybody giving out free turkeys around this time. Like you finna see me going in that line and getting everything that I need because it's expensive out here. Inflation's crazy. Food stamps is crazy.
Yeah, and I mean some people just got their food stamps all over again. So holla at your boy because I want to buy some. But at the same time, it's one of them things where I don't know. As we said before, the holidays is just a little bit different. I done gotten older. People have spread out, moved across the countries and stuff like that. But it's not a sad thing for me though. I'm like honestly cool with it. I just want a good plate. That's all. As long as I can get some good food at the crib on Thanksgiving Day, I'm solid. Everything else is I can smile at.
Well,
but what about you though? What are you doing for Thanksgiving this week?
Yeah, I'm just gonna house hop,
okay.
Which I know my auntie listening.
Yeah.
Shout out to my auntie, Cindy Johnson from the Allstate Insurance Agency. I will be expecting the lovely dressing that I spoke so highly of that you make when I was interviewing Miss Vice President Kamala Harris.
I forgot all about that. Sheesh.
And I had brought that up in the interview, and I'm just like, I have to get like a lot of that. I would pay good darn money to have just a plate of just dressing because her dressing is just so good to me.
What does your auntie put in there?
I don't want to tell the recipe. I don't know it, but
okay.
I think she does more so the cornbread dressing. Some people don't like cornbread dressing like that because they say it's a little bit too sweet.
Yeah.
But I don't like the regular dressing that much where people put like meat in it and stuff like the turkey and it be kind of
that's how my mama does
more savory, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
And then you put the cranberry sauce on top. I'm like,
too much for me. I ain't gonna lie.
You can, but I would just prefer what my auntie makes. She makes the best.
You guys may judge me for this, but I'm really a stuffing guy. I like stuffing. I don't really care for dressing.
Can you explain to me the difference?
I really don't know, like, because it's just bread, and both of them are just breadings, but I guess they're different kind of breadings. I like stuffing though.
That's the one that you put in the turkey.
Oh yeah, yep. The one you put in the turkey be a little wet, a little moist. You know what I'm saying? And you take that joint out and feel like it's stuffed with a whole bunch of different like seasonings, rosemaries and whatever. That stuff be hidden for me, man.
I feel like there should be a new food that Black people introduce on Thanksgiving Day. I feel like we all eat the same stuff, right?
Okay.
And we got traditions. You know, you got your yams.
Yeah,
You got your mac and cheese. You got the
greens.
turkey. You got the greens. Whatever. Probably like some rolls. What else people eat on Thanksgiving?
I knew somebody was gonna pull my black card. Trey said Ben is white.
I mean, hey, I think as a community we need to add in another food that we all collectively eat together.
Well,
on Thanksgiving.
The grandmas don't make tacos.
I was about to say maybe tacos.
And I think that's actually a viable thing. My thing is just make some food. And that's what I'm saying on Thanksgiving this year, whatever. I'm just gonna make me a nice loaded shrimp baked potato. And that's one of the things I'm gonna do, you know.
Okay.
But that one thing right there is gonna fill me all the way up. But I ain't gonna lie, I definitely did think about this before when it comes down to me liking stuffing. Maybe sometimes in my life, like my German heritage be kicking in. You know what I'm saying? Like your other ethnicities that you mix with or whatever. You're like, I do like this stuffing. But it's really like your great ancestor from Germany. You know,
what do you like about it?
I don't know, man. I think kind of what you just said. It's a little sweet. All the other seasonings, the breading. I'm a big bread kind of guy. I don't know. My mom's dressing. She makes it each and every year the same way.
You mean stuffing, not dressing?
No, she makes dressing.
Oh.
My mom makes dressing. I've never liked her dressing.
Oh, got it.
And that's how I knew I was a stuffing guy. Like my mom black, okay? And she loves to make her dressing. She gonna make the turkey dressing all over again. My nieces and everybody else is gonna mess that stuff up. Me, I'm all right. I'm finna pass. I wish, you know, I knew somebody got whatever. I'm not finna go down that rabbit hole. But I do want some stuffing this year. So if I can get some of that, I'm fine.
If you are somebody out there who's listening and you make stuffing, please save Ben Jammin a plate and bring it to us so he can have his stuffing. Where were you first introduced to stuffing?
Probably at school.
If your I know
you know what I'm saying?
I know you ain't sitting over here saying you like stuffing because of
the white people.
I almost said your MPS school. You ain't from MPS, but I'm just saying like your public schooling is why you like stuffing.
Public schooling is why I like stuffing. Yeah, I was introduced to stuffing in Racine Unified School District, RUSD.
And what they made it for all the kids?
For lunch, like down in Racine, see maybe a little bit more privileged than MPS. I don't know, but down there in Racine, when I was going and attending school, the solid week of Thanksgiving or like other holidays, they would make certain to make a special recipe that whole like lunch specials would be like, oh, okay, we're doing a whole bunch of Thanksgiving themed lunches this week. So I got introduced to stuffing.
I bet you like pumpkin pie too.
Pumpkin pie actually isn't that bad. It's really not. Just try it out. I know people want to throw the stereotypes out there. No, white people love pumpkin pie. In work, I love pumpkin pie too. Okay, I like pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie.
I bet you eat green bean casserole too.
And I've never tasted that. And it doesn't sound appealing to me. I'm okay. But if it does happen to slip into my mouth, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
That's all I'm saying, man. I'm just being real with y'all. If food tastes good, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, right? Trey, it was lunch stuffing.
Hey, them chefs knew what they was doing. Them chefs knew what they was doing.
Because of the lady who's I almost wanted to say the felon cafeteria lady wanted to make the daggone stuffing for you.
I'm just saying, man, look, some people know how to cook and some people don't. And that's really what it comes down to. You know. Forget all y'all, man. I love good food, and that's what it is.
I can't make fun of you because I really liked at my school when we would have the mashed potatoes and the diced chicken with gravy.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I swear to God, that was hidden.
Fire.
I swear to God, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes them lunch specials really knew what they was doing, bro. Like I'm like, damn, like okay, get that good hot lunch.
That was a good day.
I like that.
Or I used to like the mock chicken legs too. I ain't gonna hold you. You
Oh,
never
wait.
had a mock chicken leg?
Yeah, basically you're talking about like it's a chicken breast without the bone, but then it's got like the crumbs on all over.
I don't know what it's made out of, but I know it was good.
You can get that in the kids' cuisine meal. I know that much.
It was good. The mock chicken legs. Come on now, y'all.
You used to dip it in some ketchup, huh?
That was one of my favorite meals. I ain't even gonna lie.
No, that's real though, man. And I know so many people are prepping right now for their whole Thanksgiving week. Like people I know for a fact have already started shopping on Sunday. Because if you go on shopping on Wednesday, bro, all the turkey's gonna be gone, all the ham's gonna be gone.
And this year, get your youngins up in there to start cooking too. We got to stop putting it on the mamas and the aunties and the grandmas. I'm talking to myself. I'm not going to cook this year. But I'm talking about the younger ones. Do you ever cook any year? I'm talking about.
Do you cook any year?
I'm talking about the younger ones. Like, get them girls up in there. That's 12.
No, and honestly,
13, 14.
I didn't realize it, but it's so many different, it's so many great memories that happen just because the whole family typically gets together. So many life lessons get taught within that week or that day of Thanksgiving just because you bring your family together,
And drama. But you know what? I'm going to get to the drama on another day. Maybe when we get closer to Thanksgiving, because some people be disrespectful when they be in front of their families. And it got to be some rules when you at Thanksgiving.
Clearly.
Right?
I found out over this weekend, because this weekend I kicked it with my brother and my niece. And I found out that I'm the uncle that look, you may be grown, but you still a kid to me. So I don't want to see you hugged up with your boo. I don't want to see you kissing on your boo whatsoever. So I found out in that very moment when I saw my niece with her gentleman or whatever. I was like, hell no, ain't no way. So when I do have a daughter and stuff, I'm finna be that territorial father. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you is.
Yikes.
Right? You can be older than me. I'll still beat your ass.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yep.
Last thing I'll just say so we can wrap up this first segment here. Everyone is saying that the mock chicken is not chicken or chicken breast, because you said it was chicken breast.
I was just trying to give it a definition. What are they saying? What are they saying?
Well, JD said mock chicken is pork or veal. It's not chicken at all.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's
just a bunch of meat put
a lot
together.
of dark. It's really just dark in the inside.
Yeah.
It's not like chicken breast. Are you thinking of chicken tenders maybe?
Well, I was thinking about the kids' cuisine meals. The Hungry Man meals.
I don't know if I've ever seen a mock chicken leg in a kid cuisine meal.
Bro, they definitely had those, fam. Because I was a kids' cuisine eater.
I
ate them kids' cuisine
leg. Yeah, you stole them kid cuisines.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Dude, go to Piggly Wiggly. Here you go. All the people who looking at you like, man, here you go again.
Look, I needed the brownies in there, bro. I don't know
if they have the kid cuisine. They got nuggets, bro. I have not seen no mock chicken leg kid cuisine meal.
Maybe they don't make them no more. They probably found out it was bad for you.
All right.
Most of that food, most of them foods, man.
All right. Well, you know what?
Ooh, and I just want to ask you this question before we do proceed to something juicy. Bro, when you are Thanksgiving Day is happening, do you make breakfast still or no? No
You
breakfast?
should. You definitely should.
Unless, because, hey, my mom was like, this is the only meal for the day. So your whole stomach finna have to be hurting all day until we eat.
Actually should, because who cooking you breakfast and cooking the Thanksgiving meal?
Oh, that's
grown.
That's a little hypocritical though, ain't it?
How is that hypocritical?
Well, I just asked you, and you like, oh yeah, you should have breakfast on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
but at the same
cook it yourself. Why are you having the person who's also cooking the Thanksgiving food making you breakfast? Who do you think you are?
I'm being Jammin.
No, you better cook it yourself.
Mama!
Ain't nobody making you breakfast. All right, y'all. We are going to come back after our 3-minute juice break, and we got to get into something juicy, you guys, because when I tell you, it was a lot of stuff going on over this weekend, so we got to get into it. So keep it locked, you guys. We got more conversation coming up. Don't go anywhere, Juicy Jammers. The juiciness continues next, right here on Jammin' with Juice. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cindy Johnson today at 414-445-2558.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
They laughed, they doubted. They said we couldn't do it, but we stayed loaded. Loaded with purpose, loaded with faith. Loaded, living off a dream everyone doubted. It isn't just a clothing line, it's a mindset. Every stitch, every logo, every fit reminds you. You don't need their approval, just your vision. So wear your grind, wear your dream, stay loaded. Living off a dream everyone doubted. It's amazing.
Got a business, event, or brand you want the city to know about? You gotta let them know about it here. Jammin' with Juice is where the people are listening, laughing, and showing love every single morning. Let's put your brand right in the mix. Whether it's an on-air mention, interview, or social media promo, we've got options that make sense for you. So if you're ready to get your message in front of our Juicy Jammers, hit us up at jamminwithjuice@gmail.com and let's work.
What up, Juicy Jammers? It's me, your boy, Ben Jammin, and I think it's time for us to go down the rabbit hole! Now, if you don't know what a rabbit hole is, it is a piece of information you find on the internet or experienced in real life that takes you from one piece of information you find to another, up until your curiosity is satisfied. And that's what I intend to do each and every day you guys watch us live. Spark your curiosity and transform the way you see your world. So tap into Jammin' with Juice each and every day so your rabbit hole can be filled. What up? It's me, Ben Jammin. When I wrote my new song, Killer, honestly, I wasn't sure what direction it was going to take. But by the time I finished the chorus, tears started rolling down my face. And I knew this wasn't just a song, it was a story that needed to be told. Growing up, so many of us hear and see messages about who we're supposed to be. Too often, those messages are built on negative stereotypes. We're told we're destined to be gangsters, drug dealers, or killers. And when you hear that long enough, some people start to believe it. They take that path and end up in a place they can't escape, dead or behind bars. Killer tells that story, but it also delivers the lesson that you don't have to be what the world tells you to be. You can be a doctor or a lawyer, a radio host, a game designer, a farmer, whoever you choose to be. It's your life. If this story resonates with you, go listen to my new record, Killer, now streaming on Spotify and Apple Music. It's amazing.
Yes, me. Make Jammin' with Juice with no need. On our way to the T.O.P. with our cities on our back like we gon' see.
You already know what it is. This is Jammin' with Juice. And make sure you go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to jamminwithjuice.com to become a certified Juicy Jammer. Remember, from here on out, you're amazing.
It's known and juice. You know we keeping it juicy.
Spilling truth with a smile so sweet. Talking all the buzz from the blogs and the tweets. From the headline to the hometown streets. She bring the flavor, can't nobody compete. Something juicy with Nani Juicy. Talk of the town, yeah, she got the news. Keeping it fun, keeping it true. It's something juicy, keeping it juicy too.
Woo! That never gets old. Gotta love that theme song. Hey, I'm gonna have a prize for somebody who memorizes it, potentially. Allegedly.
Luckily, we're not on air, Aaron. Shoot. FCC, okay.
They could get a Juicy Jammer, Jam with Juice shirt or something.
That's real. That's real.
All right,
we
you
got
guys.
something for y'all.
So it was a lot
Remember
going on over this weekend, y'all. And the very first thing I want to talk about is actually coming right out of Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, to be exact. But Morgan Geyser, one of the girls that was convicted in the 2014 Slender Man stabbing, she cut off her GPS monitoring bracelet and left her group home on Saturday night, according to Madison police. Now, I am reading this off of WISN.com, and they really got into it, all right? Now, late Sunday night, though, you guys, they did say that Morgan was found in Illinois and taken into custody. So there is no longer a need to search for Morgan anymore at this time because she is now, she has been found. And they told 12 News that she was found at a Thornton's truck stop with another person. They say that the pair, she left with another person, y'all.
She left with another person?
Yeah, like somebody helped her
from
to
the
escape.
home?
Yes, bro. But they found her, and they took a bus to Posen, Illinois. I hope I'm saying Posen correctly. And they were both taken into custody. Posen is located in southern Cook County, about 25 miles south of Chicago. She first went missing, though, around 8 p.m. Saturday, and that's why I said she was with an adult acquaintance. And
I guarantee you, it was a guy. It was a guy, a white guy.
Probably, it could have been. Now, Geyser was placed in a group home this year after being granted a conditional release from the Winnebago Mental Health Institute. And the family of the person that they stabbed, Peyton Lautner, her family was made aware that this person was out on the loose.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to make sure that they knew what was going on. But then I don't want to say it's kind of funny because it's not funny, but our guy, Anthony Cotton, you know,
What?
she is his attorney. Yeah.
Correct.
And so he posted a video on Instagram after hearing about her disappearance and was like, hey, you need to turn yourself in immediately.
Tony funny as
I
hell.
know, he's like, I can't help you if you are on the run.
This does not help your case. This does not help your case, Morgan.
Now,
You're known as a Slender Man killer. That's it.
according to Madison police, they're not sure if she turned herself in or if she was caught by police, but she is back behind bars, or at least she's in custody.
That is so crazy.
That was a
man.
crazy story over the weekend.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Look, call me what you want. Call me scared of cat or whatever, but I really was scared. All right, I really sat back and thought about this lady being on the run. Okay, she is known as the Slender Man killer. All right, first off, I'm thinking to myself, how do one of the most notorious killers in the state of Wisconsin get sentenced to some kind of minimum level group home that she was at? She was able to go and cut off her own ankle monitor. This also tells me how she got away. I guarantee you, it's one of them old creepy white dudes, all right, who was a pen pal of hers ever since she was a child. I guarantee you, it was the pen pal, bro. Pen pal was like, you know what, we could Uber up out of here. I can get you going, Morgan, and he did. But at the same time, I'm glad that they caught that young lady, man, because she don't need freedom. Okay, she need help. All right, I'm not certain if it's the Wisconsin winters that do this to folks or what.
They don't be blaming it on Wisconsin winters. You know what? The first thing that I thought of when I saw that she escaped, I said, "Oh my God, we have a serial killer on the loose."
Oh my mama, bro, that's what I'm saying.
A serial killer on the loose.
A serial killer is on the loose right now. I don't know if she's still possessed by Slender Man or not.
But I also thought of the victim and the family to hear that the person who stabbed you, 19 times, who stabbed you 19 times is no longer in custody.
Yeah.
And is out here on the run.
Yeah.
And is probably trying to come get and find you, maybe. I don't know. You never know today. So I hope that the next step would have been to put this victim and her family on watch, you know, to have some type of security there to make sure that she is okay and nothing happens and they don't come and find her or whatever it is. That was the first thing. The second thing I thought of, bro, was the fact that this woman is out here claiming mental illness. What I think she does have mental illness for sure.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
We have to stop underestimating people who have mental illnesses, bro, because they clearly know what they're doing and they clearly know what is going on sometimes, not all the time. But I just be thinking saying oh yes, this person is mentally ill. Yes, they are probably mentally ill. Yes, they do need some help, but they are conscious sometimes of what it is that they're doing, and they're smarter than what you would think just because they running around here saying they got mental health issues to try to lighten their sentences and things like that.
Just because they look in some kind of way.
Absolutely not. For her to sit over here and be able to figure out how to cut off her ankle monitor and ain't nobody checking for her, she knew exactly what was going on, and she has not changed. Not one bit. She has not changed. She's trying to say I think I can be released. I think that I'm ready to get back into society. No, girl. You crazy.
Stay your ass right there. Stay kaput. Because
stop it.
My whole thing, Juice, for real, and this is, I'm finna show y'all something real quick, but this whole thing was making me so upset, y'all, because, a lot of times when they be showing black people or whatever in the, when they looking for us, we get the whole mug shot. They show us our mug shot and everything, and they keep on reiterating that out and showing that to the public. I was waiting for them to show, let's see, let me get this thing.
What is it? A picture of her?
Yeah, it's this picture. I was sad. I was mad they kept showing this picture of her. Hold on, y'all.
That's the picture of her escaping.
Nah, fam. Well, it is. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, look at this. I'm thinking to myself like, dog, I don't want to see her looking nice. I want to see the mug shot they got of this young lady.
Bro, she do not look nice in this picture.
Well, it looks to me that she may be a child of a disability, so to speak. So I feel like
so you feel bad for her?
I don't feel bad for her, but there's people out there.
The picture you're saying that they try to use and try to put up makes you feel a little bit differently about what it is that they did. You know, like if they look a little bit more on the mentally ill side, you might, have some sympathy for them a little bit and say like, oh, well, they didn't know what they were doing. Like, it's perfectly fine and da-da-da. But no, they 100% know what they are doing, okay? Like, they know exactly what it is that they are trying to do. And the girl was trying to escape. With whom, I don't know. Y'all are saying it was with a white man. Like, maybe it was with a white man.
Like, look at her cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is her cut. They say she got mental illness and stuff, but really this will make me just feel sad for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man. Like, if this is really the serial killer, the Slender Man killer that y'all proclaim her to be, where's the real mugshot at, man? Like, that's what I was looking for.
And it's like when black people be going through stuff, and we have a lot of mental health issues, but we don't ever get
the sympathy
for that. We don't get no sympathy for having mental health issues.
We won't get no kind of sympathy. They just put us in the orange jacket, you know what I'm saying, in the orange jumpsuit, and that's just what it be. But this girl, not mass murderer, but serial killer, she was possessed by this Slender Man dude. She get a picture out there looking like this, and again, like, it would make me feel like she is somewhat disabled if I saw somebody like this. Like, she got half her hair missing.
Well, she need to get her disabled self up back behind them bars, because she's cannot be out in society. I'm sorry. And she done ruined her case for sure.
Yeah, she definitely has ruined her case. I mean, the thing is, though, and I guess we could ask Tony Cotton this question, but like, what happens after this, right? Like,
she gets locked up.
But does she get she may get locked up, but does she get does she go back to maximum, or what happens then?
Maybe they probably gonna try to say they got to do another psych evaluation on her to see where she needs to be placed and all this other BS. But I'm just glad that the lady is away, and y'all need to keep a better watch and keep a better eye up on her.
Like, even look at this picture of Morgan Geyser, the Slender Woman killer, Slender Man killer, or whatever. Like, even this makes her look like a genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got the glasses on, bro. The haircut, fam. This don't make me feel like she got mental illness, or make me feel like she did any kind of crime.
Something crazy.
She looked like never mind.
I hope you say it.
Never mind. I'm just saying,
I'm not
man.
going to.
I ain't trying to rib this young lady, but man.
Ain't no young lady.
It looked like.
All right, I'm moving along, because that was just crazy over this weekend, you guys. But something else that was really crazy this weekend that was revealed was about Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino.
What happened to him?
He was performing at Tyler the Creator's Camp Flog Gnaw Festival in Los Angeles on Saturday night, and he opened up about the reason that he had to cancel his tour not long after it began in 2024. And it turns out that he revealed on stage that he suffered a stroke. So he said, quote, "I had really bad pain in my head in Louisiana, and I did the show anyway. I couldn't really see well, so when we went to Houston, I went to the hospital, and the doctor told him that he had a stroke."
What?
About a month after his New World Tour began in August of 2024, Donald Glover postponed the tour and then later canceled the remaining dates, citing some health issues. But during his performance on Saturday night, he pretty much told everybody what was the real reason of what went down. He also said that the doctors found a hole in his heart, so he had to have 2 surgeries. Now, reminding y'all that Childish Gambino, or should I say Donald Glover, he's only 42 years old.
Young.
Okay, he is 42 years old, and he pretty much was just, or at least I'll say this is opening people's eyes of anybody can have a stroke at any age. Like, don't just assume that you have to be older, or even like your health has to have issues for you to have a stroke. It can happen to literally anybody at any time. So just try to keep your health in order as much as you can. Make sure you're getting your doctor's visits. I'm always telling y'all to make sure you get your doctor's visits, and make sure y'all are doing everything that you need to do. But that's crazy that he revealed that, but I'm glad he's back. I'm glad that he is feeling a lot better, and he's able to talk about it now.
Right. No, because that's traumatic, man. man.
Because he did kind of go away for a while. I hadn't really heard much from him.
I was thinking that it was more so of him just being in a creative space. I mean, Donald Glover doesn't just do music. You know, he also has this hit show Atlanta, and then other things that he's working on with inside of Hollywood. He's a very busy gentleman, in a talented creative, and I think, well, he will be renowned in the next decade as such. But with that being said, man, shout out to Donald Glover, man, because to go through a stroke is very, very serious, you know. And at the same time, you know, so many people, like you just said, Juice, believe that it only happens in your older ages, but it can really happen at any time. The one crazy thing that I guess was a misnomer before. I didn't know that you could have a stroke and still be out there walking after having a stroke.
Yeah,
you know,
everybody has a stroke differently. I feel like, you know, some people have severe.
Right, where half their face droops.
Yeah, like some people it's very severe for them. Other people it's not so much, which is why he could go walk into the doctor and they just tell him like, oh yeah, you had a stroke. You know,
and that's crazy, man. So like, because I've seen it to where people, again, I learn new things every day or whatever. I always used to think that like if you had a stroke, half your body would be paralyzed. Somebody that I actually knew ended up having a stroke and they ended up still being able to use and function with their whole body, but they end up losing the capability to be able to speak, you know. And I was like, wow, like this is crazy, man. Like you really need to check on your health. And it's so sad right now too, just because currently what has just passed with inside the big beautiful bill with Donald Trump, a lot of people's health care is going up. So even if you are a person right now who has suffered a stroke, you know, the medication that you have now, you know, it might just price you out. It's sad out here, man, but you definitely need to take care of yourself. You know, take care of yourself and take care of your health, because, you know, people always sitting back crying about they're not rich, not realizing how, you know, rich you are if you are just healthy.
Right. So, shout out to Kawanda, who said, I'm a walking testimony myself. Thank God for full recovery. And amen to that,
shout out to you, Kawanda. Hey, Kawanda, I just want to throw this out there, too. I will be in your neck of the woods in the next, 2 weeks or so. So I'm going to be down there in Florida, all right? The Florida Keys. Holla at your boy.
All right, let's move on to this story about the mother of Kenneka Jenkins. Do y'all remember Kenneka Jenkins and the tragic story that happened in Chicago about 6 years ago? Do you remember that?
I remember it vividly. It tore me up. Tore me up.
Yes, well, her mother, Teresa Martin, is finally speaking out nearly 6 years after her daughter was found dead inside a walk-in freezer at the Crowne Plaza Hotel near Chicago. And she's saying that during the original investigation, she felt pressured, silenced, and pushed into saying things that she didn't fully understand. In a recent Facebook post, she described being held in hotel rooms for hours along with relatives until they agreed to give statements authorities were looking for. She said, quote, "They promised answers about my daughter's death, but those promises were never kept." She says she doesn't even know what happened to Kenneka's belongings, her phone, shoes, clothes, even her hair items. She believed she could have been offered more insight about what truly happened that night that her daughter vanished. Now, if you guys remember, Kenneka's death was officially ruled an accident, but many in the community never accepted that explanation, all right? And I was somewhat one of them. They were saying that, was she super intoxicated? Because you remember them videos that they had released of her kind of like stumbling around and walking near the walls because she couldn't really hold herself up. And then some angle, she was by the freezer at some point, but you couldn't really see or know what she was doing. And it seems like not all the footage was actually revealed because we never saw her physically go into the freezer.
Right. Now, I'm wanting to say, like, for real. So I hate to go down the whole rabbit hole right now, but for real though, man, like I never really believed any of this, like all the video footage that they did show of Kenneka Jenkins, her, like you said before, walking into the freezer area, walking into where the kitchen was, or even walking through the hotel lobby. Like, look at this, man. I had always said this. I truly felt like this video scene right here was edited. Okay, I felt like it was edited. And you got to remember, this is early 2014, 2015. We're not really understanding the powers of of what technology could do. We didn't even know or understand AI yet. Who's to say that somebody wasn't actually carrying her, which a lot of people went on to go say that that Kenneka Jenkins looked like she was being carried and walked through this whole place. It didn't look like she was actually walking and having the mobility of herself. Like, I remember somebody saying right here, she even looked like she was like somebody had their arm around her and was just kind of like dragging her. And I also want to say that this same hotel had been linked to other deaths and had been linked to organ harvesting. So it's one of these things where some people would allude to the idea that Kenneka Jenkins at the time was actually being held there and her body frozen so they could prepare her for her organs to be harvested. And that may sound crazy, okay, but the truth couldn't be further from the you know what I'm saying.
Right. People are coming at her mother because if you guys didn't know, their family, well, Kenneka's family filed a $50 million lawsuit accusing the hotel of negligence for failing to secure the area where Kenneka's body was discovered. The case was later settled for $10 million with $3.7 million awarded to the mother. And so now people are like, why are you just coming out now? It's 6 years later and what, your money is running dry? Like, why do you feel like you have to come out and break your silence all of a sudden when maybe you should have kept doing that? I'm not gonna say I agree with that necessarily, because I couldn't imagine being a mother and having to lose your daughter in the way that you lose her and not really have the answers or not really fully trusting and believing in what you might feel deep down in your heart or in your gut that was true or could have been true. You know, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's just because she's running out of money or whatever it is. But I am just going to say, when this story came out, I was 100% invested, and I was looking at all of the different videos people had coming out and think pieces, and they thought that it was one of the friends before that wasn't paying attention, and everybody was looked at as a suspect in this situation. But I hope that one day the truth is 100% revealed so the family can have rest and they can have peace in the fact that it has been solved, it has been resolved, because something still doesn't sit right with me that they're saying that she did this to herself. So I know they're saying that, oh, all of the videos and everything is pointing to this, but I truly, myself, I don't believe that that's exactly what happened. And so prayers to the mother and the family that this is still something heavy on her heart and weighing on her mind, and she probably doesn't have any peace from it, you know. So man, that must feel really, really crazy.
Yeah, nah, I know that's terrible, man. I know that's terrible. And, you know, people are going to say what they want to say. But, you know, I can see it from the vantage point of that too, Juice, where it's just like, as a mother, come on now. Like, she's already going through so many different things in her mind about what just happened to her child. Sure, yeah, she's going to take the money up front or whatever, right? But at the same time, her voice was never actually truly able to be heard. A lot of the things that end up happening when you are in cases such as a Kenneka Jenkins or any kind of murder cases, your lawyer will always tell you to be quiet and don't talk to, you know, a lot of the public until something is settled. So she could have, at that time when she was going through the case with Kenneka Jenkins, had a lot to say, but her lawyer advising her saying, don't say anything because you may mess this whole case up. So I see completely why Kenneka Jenkins' mom never actually spoke up then, but I can see why she's speaking up now. And it's important, man. We should bring back up the case of Kenneka Jenkins. There's no way the whole internet was up in an uproar. Like, honestly, imagine if that same scenario happened today in 2025, I guarantee you the internet would have done its digging and we would have actually found out what truly happened to Kenneka Jenkins. But because the technology that we have at the tips of our fingers was so early, you know, was so early on or whatever, we didn't have what we have today. We couldn't really do what we could do today. So all I'm saying is justice for Kenneka Jenkins. I don't believe that we know the truth of what happened to her story at all.
All right, you guys, that was something juicy.
What? That was it?
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I think I'm just geeked up and ready to talk some more.
I think you are. It's like 7:50. But we're going to take a little pause for the pause. We're going to take a little pause for the cause and take a juice break, you guys. But when we come back, we got to talk Summer Walker. All right, Summer Walker.
What she done, man?
Is in the news for some headlines that is not necessarily the best maybe for her image, you know what I'm saying? Being caught quote unquote begging to be a side chick. It's kind of crazy out here. So let us know how y'all are feeling in the chat so far if you heard about the story, but if not, I'm gonna give it to you when we come back. We'll be right back on Jammin' with Juice. But in the meantime, hit us in the chat and join the conversation. We'll take a look on the other side. If you want to stay in the know, you gotta sip on something juicy, where me, your girl Noni Juice, spills the juice on recent headlines you might have missed. From local Milwaukee stories to trending topics and breaking news, you gotta know what's going on. So I'm gonna keep you updated. So don't miss Something Juicy every single weekday in the 7 o'clock hour, exclusively right here on Jammin' with Juice. Keep it juicy, y'all. Hey, Jammin' with Juice is officially back, you guys. And you know what? I am so excited to be back with my co-star. Okay, we got Benjamin in the building. Benjamin, how you feeling?
Amazing. No, seriously, Juicy Jammers, it is so great to be back over this airwaves, connected with you all over again. Thank you guys again just for holding it down with us, man, for so long. All the DMs, all the messages, all the likes, the comments.
Y'all definitely were doing your big one, reaching out to us and just keeping the show alive. You know what I'm saying? So now that we are officially back, make sure you tell everybody that you know.
Tell your mama.
Okay, that Jammin' with Juice is back to give you that daily drop of juice every single morning, okay? If you gotta go to the gas station, if you at the mall, whoever you run into,
tell
just
your
let
local
them know,
drug dealer.
all right, that they gotta tap into Jammin' with Juice. Man, you are so crazy.
Okay, let's do it again.
Do it again? No,
Yeah.
let's see how it sounded first.
I don't think that sounded good.
I thought it was beautiful.
I thought the direction was there.
Do it.
Let's just do it one more time.
Do what?
Do it again.
Okay, what's
Tell the people. They listening right now. Tell the people. Tell the people what you need to tell them. What we need to tell them. Look, Juicy Jammers, from the bottom of Benjamin heart, I really appreciate you guys. When somebody, gets let go from their job.
We ain't doing that.
No?
We ain't talking about that.
Okay, we ain't doing all that. Just thank you, Juicy Jammers, man. Seriously, I found out throughout this time period, okay, I don't want to be that deep. I know how to enunciate.
I'm not about to keep playing with you. Cut this up and call it a day.
Whatever, bro. Y'all really want this show?
Bro, this is a 30-second. We back. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your auntie, tell your baby daddy.
We back, but we ain't never left, okay? We ain't never left, all right? We just got a new platform, and it's our own platform.
Facts. But yeah, y'all was holding it down. We appreciate it so much. And we are just glad to be able to be back in community with all of you and to, entertain y'all. Because this about to get even crazier. We on our own, Ben. We independent.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means?
All right, Juicy Jammers, we're back from our juice break. We appreciate y'all for still kicking it with us. Now, let's get right back into the conversation on Jammin' with Juice.
Epic. That's what we doing right now. It's all epic. Epic records, epic pictures. Yeah. All right, Juicy Jammers, we're back.
This an East Coast beat.
You think so?
Yeah.
Picking beats like I
feel
pick
it.
rappers.
Welcome back, though, everybody. You are tapped into Jammin' with Juice. It is hour 1 right now that we are about to wrap up here with this story of Summer Walker, y'all. She is in the headlines again, and she is currently living up to her album title of finally being over it, you guys, because she has been in the news all weekend long dealing with Rich the Kid. I don't know if you guys know Rich the Kid. He's a producer, right? What is he? Rapper, producer,
songwriter,
all of the things, right? And she has been caught on audio. The audio has been leaked of her pretty much begging to be this man's side chick, even though he was at the time engaged to Tory Bricks. Let's listen to some of this audio that we have that was leaked, I think, by academics.
I'm sending you this right now because I'm 50, and they say when you're 50, your true yourself and your true feelings come out. Because I don't know. I don't want to wait till tomorrow and I don't say it. I miss you. And I want to see you. And I want to hang out. And I'm honestly really glad. I know it probably sounds fucked up, but I'm really glad that everything worked out how it worked out, because I want you to be with your family. Like when we were in Italy and I kept saying that to you, I was like, why aren't you with your baby mom? Like, I'm not going to bother y'all, I promise. Because y'all was never going to stop fucking with each other anyway. That's why I just like kind of just fucked our shit up, because she was acting crazy. She's always acting crazy. She be fighting people and everything, calling the flower shop looking for the address. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I can't have a serious relationship with someone when they baby mama act like that. So I'm so glad that y'all are back together. I want y'all to be together forever, and I just want to fuck with you. You know, when you have time, we always have a good time. You treat me so good, I treat you so good, and I'm not gonna bother y'all. Like, you can buy me a fucking new phone, because you don't know the number, and save it under Pizza Hut for all I care. I'm not gonna post shit.
All right, y'all. So that's kind of crazy. That is very, very crazy that audio got leaked of her pretty much saying, listen, I don't mind being a side chick to you. All right, you can get me like a burner phone, and
a burner phone.
Yeah, like you could get me a burner phone, save the number under Pizza Hut for all I care. Like, I'm not trying to mess up what you got going on with your fiance. I'm glad y'all are actually together, but people are saying it's given that she's begging to be a side chick. But she actually did respond, and I'm gonna get to that of what she said and to everything that has unfolded since then when we come back for hour 2. But do y'all think that that's wrong of her to do? You know, to know that this man that she's dealing with has a fiance and she just doesn't care? Like, is that what we doing in 2025? Is that cool?
I mean,
is that cool?
We know it's wrong, but she's gonna do it anyway.
Listen, we got to talk about it and unpack a little bit more. So make sure you guys keep it locked. That
penis good.
We got more conversations coming up in hour 2 of Jammin' with Juice. Keep it locked. We're going to take a quick juice break, Juicy Jammers. So now is your time to get your cups, get your refills, stand up and stretch your legs out. Use the bathroom. I don't know. Do something. Just don't go too far, because we'll be right back with more Jammin' with Juice.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cindy Johnson today at 414-445-2558.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What up? It's me, Ben Jammin. When I wrote my new song, Killer, honestly, I wasn't sure what direction it was going to take. But by the time I finished the chorus, tears started rolling down my face. And I knew this wasn't just a song, it was a story that needed to be told. Growing up, so many of us hear and see messages about who we're supposed to be. Too often, those messages are built on negative stereotypes. We're told we're destined to be gangsters, drug dealers, or killers. And when you hear that long enough, some people start to believe it. They take that path and end up in a place they can't escape, dead or behind bars. Killer tells that story, but it also delivers the lesson that you don't have to be what the world tells you to be. You can be a doctor or a lawyer, a radio host, a game designer, a farmer, whoever you choose to be. It's your life. If this story resonates with you, go listen to my new record, Killer, now streaming on Spotify and Apple Music. It's amazing.
Yes, me. Made Jammin' with Juice with no need. On our way to the T.O.P. with our cities on our back like we gon' see.
Who is Carrie Noni, aka your girl Noni Juice? Well, if you're new here, I'm a Midwest girlie born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and have always had big media dreams. I have my bachelor's in broadcast journalism and a minor in communication. Your girl is certified, okay? And when I'm not on these Jammin' with Juice airwaves, you'll catch me rocking the mic as the in-game host at Brewers or Marquette basketball games, while also building my media empire on my Noni Juice YouTube page and social media. So I invite you to follow the journey and get this daily drop of juice. Got a business, event, or brand you want the city to know about? You gotta let them know about it here. Jammin' with Juice is where the people are listening, laughing, and showing love every single morning. Let's put your brand right in the mix. Whether it's an on-air mention, interview, or social media promo, we've got options that make sense for you. So if you're ready to get your message in front of our Juicy Jammers, hit us up at jamminwithjuice@gmail.com and let's work.
All right, Juicy Jammers, we're here, and we ain't going nowhere. So hit the chat and tell us how you really feel. We know you ain't got no filter.
Yeah, it's our tooth, baby. It's our tooth, baby. The Jammin' with Juice, baby. All right, welcome back, everybody. You are tapped into Jammin' with Juice, and it is hour 2 of Jammin' with Juice. Thanks, y'all, so much for being here with us today. All our certified Juicy Jammers, make sure you guys are in the chat. And as we talk about the Summer Walker situation, but I have to say, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe. Those are the easiest and free ways that you can support us, Jammin' with Juice, here. All right, you guys? But let's get into Summer Walker, okay? So when we just came back from our little juice break, or I should say before we came back from our juice break, we played some audio of Summer Walker that has allegedly been leaked by academics. We're not sure exactly how he got this leaked audio of Summer Walker pretty much begging to be, or they're saying it's begging, even though it does sound like it's kind of, I don't really get the begging part. It didn't sound like begging to me. It just sounded like,
hell no, she was begging.
It just sounded like, this is what I want, and I don't care if da-da-da-da. I just want it. I just need it. All of the things, right? Yeah. I could see if she was like, please. I mean, I guess it's along the same lines. But anyway,
my pleasure.
She is in this audio pretty much talking to Rich the Kid and saying, listen, y'all, I don't care. I don't mind being the side chick. I can play my role. I get me a burner phone, save my name under Pizza Hut, and we'll be good. Like, congratulations on your engagement to your woman, or baby mama, I should say, Tory Bricks, and that could just be that. Well, Rich the Kid ended up responding to all of that as well, and he was just like kind of baffled that it even came out. And he's like, it sounded like she was all over me in that clip. Obviously, Summer Walker then went live, y'all, and she addressed the situation, and she owned up to it. She owned up to the leaked audio that she sent to Rich the Kid, and she was like, yeah, this is exactly what I was doing. I'm not the only woman that has been with your baby father, your fiance, Miss Tory Bricks. It's a lot of other women out here that your man is tricking on. And I'm in my era right now where I just want money from guys. I don't want relationships right now. I just want what I want. I'm getting money from them, and I'm getting the things that I want, and it's perfectly fine. And if your man is providing that for me, and he was providing it to a bunch of other women, don't be mad at us. Be mad at him. This is what she's saying. Don't be mad at us. Be mad at him, because he's the one out here making you look crazy. And girl, you are actually crazy, because it has been shown, or I'm going to say allegedly still, that Tory Bricks has beat up other women that she has found cheating with her fiance. And so it's given off that she gets mad at the women in this case and not at the man. And so Summer Walker goes on to just pretty much say that, Tory, you have no self-respect. Like, I don't even want your man. Like, I don't know how you even lay up next to him every day because I couldn't do it. Like, I'm just using him for what I want.
She want that
and
peen.
It's like, it is what it is. But Tory Briggs did respond, and she just said that, why is she coming at me though? Now, when I dig into your stuff, don't play victim. We are engaged, and you know that. It was my choice to not get married because Rich and I had a few hiccups, and I knew we had a few things we needed to work on as a family. I'm not in a rush to get married and then have to get a divorce. But what I do with my man and my household is none of your business, Pizza Hut. You know, Summer Walker took it even further, put Pizza Hut in her Instagram bio, changed her name to Pizza Hut. Somebody sent Summer Walker some pizzas from Pizza Hut, and it's just been a whole thing on social, y'all. But really the conversation around this is, what's up with Summer Walker? Like, is this really what people are doing nowadays?
I mean, okay.
Having tricks out here like that?
That's the truth right there, Juice. At the end of the day, people are living just like how Summer Walker just explained it. That's why she speaks to a group of women out here. You know, and the thing is, and so many women right now are calling her, you know, the Mary J. Blige of today. Sounds like to me that she creates her own drama, all right, and wants to be in that drama. You know, Mary J. Blige said no more drama, but it seems like to me Summer Walker wants more drama, okay? And her first album was called, what is it called? Over It. And then the second album was called Still Over It.
It's a trilogy.
The third one is called Finally Over It. But it sounds like to me that she needs to drop an album called Not Over It, okay? Because she is not over Rich the Kid. And I can't be mad at Rich the Kid. And if I was, which I'm not, you know, I'm not Rich the Kid's fiance. You know, I'm not Rich the Kid's fiance. But if I was his fiance, you can't be mad at Rich the Kid, okay? You gonna have some females coming out just like this, all right? Trying to see what she can do with that peen that she had in yesteryears, okay?
You can't be mad at Rich the Kid?
No, you can't be mad at him. He messed with her before, but as long as he's been faithful to his now, you know, fiance, it is what it is.
But he hasn't been. That's the problem.
Well, all I'm going to say is, you know,
like, what do you mean it ain't his problem?
I don't know why or how, you know, the audio got leaked, but whoever did leak the audio is bogus. You know, if that was whackademics, then that's what it is.
I don't think it was necessarily bogus because it needed to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the truth was finally revealed, and it needed to come out because we have to have a conversation about what some of these women are doing today. And I honestly want to be honest about it because, you know, she's saying that like he's just a trick. She just gets money from him or whatever. But I'm more so concerned about what that could be, the example that could be setting for younger women in the younger generation to think that that's cool to just be having tricks like this. And who cares about if they're married or engaged or have a woman? I can play my role. I can be a side chick. I can do all of these things with this man just because I want his money. And I don't think that that's a great narrative to be putting out there. I don't like that story. But it seems like that is what is more acceptable today. Is that you can do these types of things. Like, we be having all these conversations about, oh, what's a girl's girl? And you should be looking out for other women. And it's like, people are like, Summer, you should know how Tory is feeling because you have had a lot of relationships where your man has stepped out on you. So why would you want to do that to another woman?
Hurt people.
And then kick it with her at that.
Hurt people. That's
it's
why.
It's weird. It's weird.
I saw recently, and this is the mentality of some people out here right now, man. I saw recently where it's this girl in Racine. A lot of people follow this girl or whatever, and they like, oh man, she the baddest, she the coldest, whatever. She got into she went on her live and was going back and forth with this other girl named Marlena, right? And they keep going back and forth basically over this one dude they both mess with. And this girl or whatever, she goes on to say that, you know what, man, I may have cheated on that man a couple times, but I only cheated on him 3 times in 5 years. I think that's reasonable. And I'm like, is this what people are expecting these days? They get in relationships just to get cheated on? Like, you're supposed to get cheated on in relationships these days. And that's how people feel about things. So Summer Walker even overstepping her boundaries.
That's what it is.
For real, she overstepped her boundaries and doesn't understand her place in life. You know, if she decides to be Rich the Kid's side piece, like, come on now, you doing way too much. But some people want to live these types of lives, these dramatic lifestyles that they see out there on Love and Hip Hop. They want to see the chaos. They want to be the chaos. They want to be the drama. Cardi B, you know, so it's one of these things where you got to really decide decide what you want in your life. If you want a peaceful life, then stay out of all of this mess. All right, get you somebody and just settle down, and you could actually live a good life, a nice peaceful life. Okay, or you could be like Summer Walker. You could be like Rich the Kid. You could be like all them other people, and I guarantee you by the time you're 40, 45, 50 years old, you're going to be so played, you're going to end up looking like Diddy.
I just think that maybe people, they do like the drama. Like, I don't think people are ready to be mature and to...
Do you know how to sit in silence? You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know how to sit in silence, Juice. They need something to do. Something got to be had. Something has to be happening right now. People need to be talking about me. That's what people want in life right now. Those are weird-ass aspirations. All right? Your goal in life is by the time Friday hit, is to jump on some other dude dick. Like, come on now. I feel like that is trifling. And if Summer Walker, if that's who you want to represent, then so be it. But at the same time, just remember, there are young people looking up to you who aspire to want to be you out here in a wedding dress on your album cover, doing all this big old roll off of your album cover. I wouldn't even be surprised if this Rich the Kid scandal right now isn't a storyline for her album to do some numbers.
I definitely think it helps push her album out even more.
Because you need a story. You need a story to sell. You know, Rich the Kid just minded his own business. She didn't conjure up a story.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know who necessarily leaked it for all of this to come out. It could have been some worker. I don't know. I'm just going to say allegedly just in case. But I just don't like what the narrative gets pushed out, like I said, to younger generations. And also, not even just that, Summer Walker, who are you to be putting yourself in the mix of this just because you feel like, oh, well, Tori gonna stay with a man who cheats on her anyway, I'm gonna get on this action as well. That is not your entryway in. That is not, you cannot be telling another woman what she can or cannot be doing in her household. Like, this is deep, y'all. This is not just no boyfriend, girlfriend drama and situation.
She said, that's our man. We finna share him.
Like,
that's our man.
She has a child with this man. Like, it gets deep, y'all.
We gonna share
and
this
if
man.
she's trying to say, like, listen, yeah, we're working on our, like, Tori's not innocent either because she out here beating up the women that he has been found with, and she still decides to, like, stay with him, and that, you know, even Summer Walker's like, listen, what does that say about your self-worth, about yourself, if you're going to stay with a man who keeps cheating on you? But that does not mean you insert yourself in and get on the roster. Like, that's just not cool to me. And I don't appreciate it. But what do y'all think? Put it in the chat for sure. Like, do you think Summer Walker was wrong for all of that? Or is this just normal behavior? Because Anita Nicole's in the chat, and she said, this is nothing new. Side chicks are just talking now.
Nothing new. Side chicks just talking now. They got cameras all in there. I think it just makes it so much easier for people to get into the mess. Like Anita Nicole said, back in the day, you didn't have all these phones and all this technology where there was some aspiration for, some people to know about your public knowledge. Like, you want people to know about what you do behind closed doors publicly these days. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. A person could really live two different lives, have a family in one city and have a whole other family in another city. Like, somebody could have a family in Racine and they go have a family in Milwaukee, and they wife and they side chick would never even know about these types of things. But now it's apparent because people want other people to know that they are affiliated with you.
Yeah. Now, Summer, I'm acting like she right here, right in the room with us. But Summer Walker also in her live went on to say, like,
that
okay,
she was flabbergasted.
Listen,
using Ben Jammin's words.
Flabbergasted about what?
She said she was flabbergasted. She was flabbergasted that he wasn't messing with her like that.
Wasn't messing with who?
So Rich the Kid. Oh my God.
What are you doing?
I'm watching some stuff that I shouldn't be watching right now.
Okay, well, turn it off. We doing a show. But I'm just saying that, what is that?
We do the show.
Answer the question. What was she flabbergasted about?
No, that's what she said. She was like, bro, I'm flabbergasted right now at the fact that, like, I have to reach out to this extent so you can, have this love affair with me, And again, I think that, men who are trying to, be on a good path and try to be and build with their wife and stuff like that, man, you need to let people like that go. Like, he should have actually had her blocked. All right, if this is really what you're moving into, if you're moving into some kind of serious relationship with this young lady, then let that be. Any other thing that you messed with in the past, you should block them. All right, that's what I believe. If you stuck your peen in that one, let it go, man. But it seems like Summer Walker won't let it go. She's not over it, okay?
Well, she claims that Rich the Kid is still sending her flowers, especially for her album rollout that she just had.
That's going to say whatever. They're going to say whatever to get underneath your girl's skin, all right? Don't believe it.
I'm just confused.
Unless you see them receipts.
I'm just confused, y'all, because Summer is saying like, hey, Tori, you don't have self-worth to continuously be with a man who's going to cheat on you. I don't know how you do it. Like, I don't even want to be up next to him every day. Like, why do you stay with him and all these other things? But it's like, well, what does that say about you? Like, what is it about Rich the Kid that outside of his money that you wanted to be around to the point where you asking him for a burner phone and save your name under Pizza Hut?
Hey.
Like, what really was it? Like, does that not say that you don't have self-respect as well, that you are willingly out here saying, I just wanted to play my role and you wanted to play in this girl's face? Like, I just don't think that was fair. But I am a little bit happy that I didn't see too many people agreeing with her decisions. In the comments, they kind of were calling her a bird and things like that. And I just really want Summer Walker to learn from this situation. I don't know if she will or not, because it seems like this is kind of what she wants to do. And that's what she said in her live as well, is listen, right now, all I'm on is men who want to trick on me. And I got a roster full of them like, yo, Rich the Kid, he don't mean nothing to me. Like, that's old news, you know? So this is clearly a habit that she is cool with doing and putting out there. But I would just say, think of the next woman. Like, think of the next woman. You know how you felt when we caught Lil Meech out here bringing his cousin grocery bags in the house on that Ring camera, and you know how you felt about that. So why would you even want to do that to another woman? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I hope nobody is really promoting this and saying that this is cool that she was doing this type of thing, because I don't think that it is.
Man, you know, there's a lot of different thoughts out here who agree with Summer Walker's positioning. Like playing the side chick, playing that card. Some people would say is actually the best role that you want, because you get the best version of that person about them. Ain't no real commitments. It's like, hey, I'm just here for the peen, you just here for the gushy, and there we go. You know, some people would say that.
Trey Tate in the chat, and let us know what you guys think in the chat, you guys, about Summer Walker and this crazy saga story that keeps just unfolding every single day. It's like something new. But Trey Tate says side dudes know how to play their role better than side chicks. Woo! And I would say no, they don't, because do y'all not remember August Alsina?
August Alsina is the side dude now. What are we talking about?
Because he was a side dude and he did not stay quiet at all. You know, and these dudes now be wanting clout. Like, they be wanting people to know who they messing with.
But that's what I'm saying, though. This generation wants clout. They want people to know what they got going on at all times. And you know what? Now that I think about it, Juice, you are right. Because if it wasn't for August Alsina, we would have never known about the entanglement, you know, between him and Jada Pinkett Smith and, you know, Will Smith and all that other stuff.
That's really what started a lot of this mess.
Damn, you telling me right now, if August Alsina never opened up his mouth, then maybe, just maybe, in some universe, some parallel universe out there, Will Smith would have never laid hands on Chris Rock.
Potentially. Who knows? You know? I mean, now August Alsina is gay, so it's just like, or maybe bisexual. I don't want to say he's gay. I don't know.
No,
I know he likes men, so I'll just say that.
Look, if you're a bisexual man, you're actually just gay. And it's okay to just be gay, fam. Like if you like man butt, man poom poom, you got it. All right, but you know
they can't be both.
Nah, there's no such thing, fam. Once you put something in your butt and you like it, you gay. And that's what you're doing.
They say that's not how it works for women.
How it work for women then, Juice?
Well, they're saying like it's more acceptable if a woman has like a time period in their life where they want to be with women, and they could be like, oh, that was just something I tried before and I'm not no more, but they're not looked at as gay. But with men, they are
totally
looked
different.
At as gay.
Totally different, because with a man, you're supposed to be masculine. Ain't nobody ever supposed to go through your back door. All right. With y'all, I mean, ain't nothing to really being assertive but plastic toys. Okay. But I said that all to say, man, like, you know, people who are in these types of relationships, just be careful. Diseases get spread that way. Milwaukee has notoriously, you know, one of the highest STD rates throughout the country. All right. And why you think that is? Because people out here playing stupid games like this. All right. One of some other girl, man, one of some other dude's girl, you know, and now you out here swapping different fluids and you done got that package.
And not only that, like, this could end badly where people could get shot, people could be fighting, like, and I'm not saying this specific situation, but just overall in general, when you messing with somebody else's man or even somebody else's woman, like, you need to understand the consequences that could potentially come for that, you know, because Summer knew that. She was like, yeah, I was gonna have you buy me a condo out in Miami, but I know your girl, she be real crazy, so I'm not trying to deal with the backlash.
I'm
messy. Like, yikes,
like, and I truly never understood how messy women get until like I started just really paying attention to some things, like, because women will always be like, oh, I don't like her because or I like her because this. Guys be like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, I don't see it. It's not until I see it then I'm like, damn, like, women can truly be messy, just trying to throw other little knives at another girl to let this girl know that she knows something about your man that you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, damn, like, it's just too messy. And people be wanting to be known for the messiness these days. Like, I just want a nice, peaceful life. I want to be able to go home, get some nice toast and some eggs, some bacon, and just and some sausage, and just eat and just chill. I don't want to have to wake up to people in my DMs talking about, hey, Ben, you want this punani at 3 a.m. in the morning? Like, what you think I'm doing at 3 a.m.? I'm asleep.
No, you be up. But I will say, shout out to Summer Walker's album, Finally Over It. I did like some of those songs. So hopefully
you agree with her thottish behavior then?
Hopefully she's getting the bag and all this publicity is helping her sales. But I would like for her to change her behavior.
I guarantee you a lot of this is for her sales, though, for sure.
Of course, why she responded. Because, and that was another thing, and then we'll move on to the rabbit hole. But people were like, Summer, you out here on this live as if you were not the same person who was saying you had a lot of social anxiety. You seem real, just open and out here and comfortable now, girl.
She has grown. Because, like, that was another thing, too. I remember when Summer Walker had first came out, talked about, you know, hey, I got anxiety. Like, she canceled her first tour and stuff because of her anxiety. I got anxiety. Although you wanted to be a celebrity, a superstar, all these things. And look at her now. Just got her whole life out here, her whole world out here, you know, and it couldn't be me. Like, she out here already got kids by different men, you know, and it's okay. I'm not judging, but at the same time, you should learn to live by what you preach, you know.
I think sometimes you do need to judge people, though.
Yeah, no, I think judging...
Like, sometimes you do need to judge people.
Like, you got to set a standard, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if somebody is out here doing wrong and they know for a fact that they're doing wrong and they just don't care, it's like, okay, no, now I'm going to judge you. I'm all for everybody having growth and making mistakes when they're younger, or just making mistakes in general. It don't really have nothing to do with age. But if you try to correct it so you don't make those same mistakes, I applaud you, because that's what life is about. Making mistakes, learning from them, and trying to be a better version of yourself. But if you somebody out here that's making these mistakes and you hurting other people in the process and you don't care how anybody else feels but yourself, I'm judging you. I'm judging you.
No, and that's how people move these days, man. Like, you know, and I think ultimately it lets her doing these types of things truly does let a part of her fan base down. Like, damn, Summer, like, I've been with you through the growing periods. Like, she began as an artist in like 2018, 2019. People started getting up on her. Now she's grown 6 years later, and she's still basically on the same type of BS. So, you know, but at the same time, if this is who she wants to speak to, she can. You know, if she wants to be the sexy red of the R&B game, she can do it.
Exactly. All right, you guys, that was I almost said that was something you say. That was not something you say, but that's the end of that conversation, because we have to make room for the
rabbit hole. La 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 la.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, man, and that's kind of how I be doing. Like, do when I be scrolling and finding my stories.
Yeah, because you don't have it up.
Whatever. Okay.
Hey, do 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 baby shark do 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 do.
All right, Juicy Jammers. If you don't know what a rabbit hole is, it is a piece of information you find on the internet or experience in real life that takes you from one piece of information you find to another. Up until your career. Ooh, that's the Summer Walker type of vibes, okay?
No, that's how I be in the bathroom.
And that's how the toilet take you in and stuff, too. All right, up to your curiosity is satisfied. All right, and today, Juicy Jammers, we could talk about how scientists have rolling out a tablet that's fatal to mosquitoes when they bite, all right? So scientists in the United States have developed a test pill that turns human blood toxic to mosquitoes, but stays completely safe for people. Early studies show the pill's ingredients move through the bloodstream and kill mosquitoes after they bite, all right? Researchers say this discovery could dramatically slow the spread of mosquito-carried diseases like malaria and Zika. If adopted on a large scale, it could become a powerful public health tool, cutting down the need for mosquito nets and chemical insecticides. Though still under investigation, the treatment represents a major leap forward in global mosquito control and disease prevention. All right, ladies
Crazy.
and ladies and juice. All right, I know you hate mosquitoes. Would you actually take this pill?
Why did you say ladies and juice as if I'm not part of ladies?
Well, I mean, you know.
Okay. I'm a man to be in here.
She's a nigga. Okay.
Okay, but would I take it?
Yeah, would you take this joint, bro? If like, to repel the mosquitoes up off you. You don't even need the off spray anymore.
I don't think so.
You ain't gonna take the joint?
No.
Why,
I'm
fam?
not down for like things ingesting in my body that's new.
Man, what you mean, bro? Hell no. There's people out there that took the COVID vaccine, no problem. Brand new. Spank it off the shelves.
But the idea, it wasn't new. Like, we've had times before in history where we have had to get vaccines because of diseases and stuff like that. That makes sense. But stuff that's new out here, that's like saying, hey, would you take the male birth control pill? That's too new for me. That's too new. Y'all got to do a bunch of test trials of that thing, because I'm not just about to be ingesting nothing like that. I will say mosquitoes do love me and they love my blood. I must taste really sweet to them because they be all up on me, and I be having to make sure I got my off, because this summer I had at least about 20 mosquito bites at a time, but I'm still not taking no pills.
You did get bit up. You definitely did get bit up.
I'm still not taking no pills.
Well, you know
Are
what?
you?
I wouldn't take it either. Okay. I'm just really not for all these new vaccines and new whatever they got going on. I need to see it like work for a solid 10 years before I take it. Okay. See how many people die first. See how many people catch some kind of sickness from it. Maybe be allergic. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, but we could talk about that new mosquito pill that will kill the mosquitoes or whatever. But no, today, Juicy Jammers, we're going to talk about a question I have. And that question is, why do the most insane people come from the great state of Wisconsin? I'll say it again for the people back at home. And we're at home. Why do the most crazy people, most insane people come from the great state of Wisconsin? And I mean it, all right? I mean it. When I say, and I mean it, not to say other lunatics haven't been born and raised in other parts of the country, but have you ever thought about why Wisconsin birthed some of the world's most known demented people? Why some of them eat people, some wear other people's skin, and why some believe in internet demons called Slender Man, and how they all have a connection in the state of Wisconsin. We're going to talk about that today. It was really the Slender Man girl who made me think of this. And I'm going down my rabbit hole, I found some interesting stuff.
Was she a Gemini?
No. But there are some other correlations.
Surprised.
There's some other correlations. So stand back and stand by for the next 3 minutes to take a juice break, Juice Nation. Because when we come back, we finna take a trip down the rabbit hole. Why is everybody in the great state of Wisconsin crazy? Crazy. It might be the whites. It might not be the blacks, as they try to tell you. Jammers, but while you wait, make sure to go to our Instagram and follow and like our page, Jammin with Juice. When we return, I will make sure to get on Carrie's nerves. See you soon, Juicy Jammers. Yo, what's up? It's me, your boy, Ben Jammin. And when I need that fresh fade, that clean lineup, I only hit one spot ever, okay? And it's just called New Image Barbershop in Racine, Wisconsin. They don't just cut hair, they create confidence, all right? From fades to tapers, from beards to dreads. They'll have you looking brand new each and every time you walk out that chair. Walk-ins always welcome, appointments easy peasy, and the vibe is immaculate. So if you're in Racine and you want to step out looking like a new image, pull up to the shop that keeps the city fresh. That's New Image, where every cut's a masterpiece.
If you want to stay in the know, you gotta sip on something juicy, where me, your girl Noni Juice, spills the juice on recent headlines you might have missed. From local Milwaukee stories to trending topics and breaking news, you gotta know what's going on. So I'm gonna keep you updated. So don't miss Something Juicy every single weekday in the 7 o'clock hour, exclusively right here on Jammin' with Juice. Keep it juicy, y'all.
What's up, Juicy Jammers? It's me, your boy, Ben Jammin. And when I'm not on this mic entertaining you all with my rabbit holes and laughs on Jammin' with Juice, I'm writing songs that express the other side of my Gemini. See, the heavens and the earth, they're both dual in nature. Finding that balance between your heart's desires and reality, and that's what I see as one of my greatest gifts. So tap into Jammin' with Juice each and every day, because even if your cup feels half empty, you'll always leave with your cup filled. It's amazing.
Got a business, event, or brand you want the city to know about? You gotta let them know about it here. Jammin' with Juice is where the people are listening, laughing, and showing love every single morning. Let's put your brand right in the mix. Whether it's an on-air mention, interview, or social media promo, we've got options that make sense for you. So if you're ready to get your message in front of our Juicy Jammers, hit us up at jamminwithjuice@gmail.com and let's work.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
That's right, y'all. You gotta get Allstate. So contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cynthia Johnson today.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
And we're back. The juice break is over. So it's time to pour up more of the juiciest conversations to get your day going. Let's get it.
Finna get fruity, yo.
Finna get fruity?
Some movie, yo.
You said finna get fruity?
All of that. Yeah, I said all that. Thanksgiving. Yeah, I need all of that. Thanksgiving. Yeah, I need all the crap. Give me a plate. Give me the mac. Give me the cheese. I need that splat. Hey, drop it back. Hey. Hope you got a good back. Hey.
Yeah.
Hope you got a back.
Yeah.
Cause it's flawless. And it's gonna get lawless. Oh, I hear a sample in this. Okay, I'm finna turn this off.
Welcome back, everybody. You tapped in the Gym with Juice. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys share. Make sure you guys are in the chat and let us know how y'all are feeling. Okay, we talked about Summer Walker earlier and her embarrassing leaked audio that came out of her wanting to be Miss Pizza Hut. But right now, we are about to get into Benjamin's
Rabbit Hole. Really quick before we go down my rabbit hole, I got a question. Do you think that when it comes to Summer Walker putting herself out there like that, is it embarrassing for all black women?
No.
Okay. Some people would, say that Summer Walker is that prominent figure in black culture right now and speaks for a lot of black women who feel some type of way. So some people would actually look up to her and be like, oh, that is the typical black lady right there.
I mean, they probably will, but I mean, they've been doing that before Summer Walker said anything. So,
okay.
As if people think that white women don't also be side chicks.
Right.
Willingly.
Because hoes gonna be hoes, That's what I say. But I think it's time for us to go down the rabbit hole. Okay, Juicy Jammers, if you don't know what a rabbit hole is, it is a piece of information you find on the internet or experience in real life that takes you from one piece of information you find to another up until your curiosity is satisfied. And today, Juicy Jammers, for November 24th, 2025.
Ooh.
My rabbit hole question, why do the most insane people come from the great state of Wisconsin? I should actually probably say, why do the most shocking killers come from the great state of Wisconsin? All right, and when I say insane, I mean demented. Very low vibrational people that I would never, ever want to be around. All right, this whole rabbit hole of mine started off at the sight and hearing and seeing that the Slender Man killer escaped from Wisconsin
Well, she's
group
not
home.
a killer.
Okay, well, she's not a killer, but she attempted murderer, okay? She attempted, okay? So the Slender Man attempted murderer escaped from a Wisconsin group home where she was serving the rest of her sentence at. All right, now, when this happened, I said, damn, there's a real killer out here on the loose. Now, Morgan Geyser has been captured, if you guys don't know yet, but during her time on the run, I got scared. I even had a nightmare. I really did have a nightmare. I had a nightmare that I was being chased by Slender Man, and Slender Man was trying to get me, all right? I even had a nightmare, okay? But knowing that this girl comes from Wisconsin, was out and about, and no one knew about her whereabouts, it made me think, because I know that the Slender Man demon was never found to be a real thing. Everybody said it was just on the internet. But I thought to myself, if the Slender Man internet demon was ever real, I would have no choice but to assume that the Slender Man demon possessed Morgan Geyser's body at some point and took over. All right. And that's why, in my mind, she will forever be named as the Slender Man killer in real life. Okay.
She's not the killer. We have to make sure we say that.
Whatever. And then, why the hell? I mean, she's notoriously known as the Slender Man killer. That's what that's what the tabloids say.
Yeah, but
right? She didn't murder anybody,
lawyers,
but she tried.
So
she tried. All right, we'll talk to that lawyer if it ever comes up.
No. Because I will throw you under the bus and be out walking my merry way. I'm like, he's over here, Tony Cotton.
Tony, man, holla at your boy. Okay, holla at your boy, man. Okay. Anyway, but it made me think to myself, this Slender Man attempted murderer.
Thank you.
Okay, in real life, all right.
Slender Man Stabber.
Slender Man Stabber.
Say that.
Okay, well, I'll call it a Slender Man Stabber. The Slender Man Stabber. Okay, and then why the hell she got to be from Wisconsin made me think, white people, is this what y'all do? Is this what white people do? Okay, but then I thought that was too much of a generalization, all right, because I got some good white friends who would never think about murdering anybody, okay? But it made me wonder to myself, what if each killer that is notoriously from the great state of Wisconsin, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, and even the Slender Man Stabber, Morgan Geyser, Ed Gein, what do they all have in common? So I started to do my Googles. I started to do my research. And I thought about this, all right? Okay, Ed Gein, if you guys don't know, the man who comes from Plattsville, Wisconsin, also known as the Skinwalker, all right, who also went on to go influence a lot of horror culture movies from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and even Silence of the Lambs, all right? This person would actually rob graves of dead people, all right? He would rob graves of dead people and use their skin for furniture, all right? Like lamps. He made desks out of them. He made chairs out of them, and even a face mask. They even made a whole movie about this gentleman on Netflix, and I watched this over my time, all right, especially during, Halloween. I was watching it, and I will tell you it was one of the most twisted, demented horror films / documentaries I've ever seen, all right? However, you will find out that in this movie, Ed Gein had a deep infatuation with his German heritage, especially during World War II for the Nazis, and romanticized what they did in the Holocaust, all right? Jeffrey Dahmer, the infamous cannibal, right here homegrown in the city of Milwaukee, all right, infamously ate his victims, all right? His father was actually a German, all right? And even Morgan Geyser, the Slender Man Stabber, she has German roots as well. So I went further down my rabbit hole, and I was like, damn, okay, they all got this German heritage. What's going on in the great state of Wisconsin? And we got all these Germans running around with these sick ideas. All right, and I had to go to my good friend ChatGPT. All right, I went to AI and I asked AI a few things. I asked AI, what makes Wisconsin a hub for these types of killers, all right? These types of people who want to do these demented ideas.
And Chat had an answer, didn't they?
Chat had an answer. And went on to go say that rural areas where nobody checks on anybody tends to be a prime location, like in this case of Ed Gein, all right? A person who lives out there on a farm in a rural area, rural community. Nobody's really going out there to check on Ed Gein. This could lead Ed Gein to make up his own reality in which he did so. And he was also schizophrenic, all right? Also goes on to say, we typically have long winters in Wisconsin where people stay indoors. Again, nobody's checking on anybody, especially here. Look, in the black community, soon as the snow hits and it gets a little cold in here, you ain't letting no damn heat out my house, all right? I ain't finna pay it. I don't got electric money. I don't have heat money. I don't got gas money to be paying and heating up all the outside. That is for me and my people's inside of here, all right? And they also go on to say, or chat went on to go say that there's lots of mental health issues that go untreated. Just as in the case of Ed Gein, just as the case of this Morgan Geyser lady, and even I guess in the case of Jeffrey Dahmer, there goes to be a lot of mental health issues that go on. And it says because of the psychological isolation, a factor crime researchers actually study, criminologists point out that Ed Gein lived in total isolation, all right? He created his own reality. They also go on to say a snowbound psychosis, which I never even thought about before. I never even put those two words together before. A snowbound psychosis, a real thing because of the long winters, and intensifies mental health problems. All right? So I say all this to say, and I forgot, Ed Gein did make nipple belts, okay? That's very crazy. That's very crazy. But I said all this to say, Juicy Jammers, at the end of the day, going down my rabbit hole, it made me think. I want to pray for all of my brethren out there, white, black, anybody out there with German heritage. Because if you have German heritage, in the great state of Wisconsin, was also known notoriously for being the biggest drunks in the world, all right, can outdrink other countries. Couple that with the Wisconsin winter, you may just have a serial killer on your hands. But that was the end of my rabbit hole, Juicy Jammers. Call in, text in, or actually just hit the chat. Let me know how you feel. Why do you think Wisconsin creates all of the worst serial killers and or stabbers?
I don't have an answer for that.
It was very interesting to me, man, when I started going down this, bro, because I was like, dog, at first, when you start to even go down the ethos of what a murderer is or what a killer is, you typically think about all the infamous ones, and I never realized how many just came from Wisconsin until I started doing my digging. Like I said, after that girl had got released, not released, but she she got on the run, escaped. Like I said, I was really scared. I'm like, damn, like what if she really is demented and possessed by this Slender Man guy? Mm-hmm. She goes around trying to stab people. Mm-hmm. So I was like, what is all the connection? And to find out that they all have German heritage behind them, I mean, personally, when I know the history of Wisconsin and the German influence here, it wasn't too surprising or alarming. Like the fact that we even drink as much as we do is because all the beer places that we've had here in the past. It's like, damn, like you really gotta watch where you moving at, man. You gotta know something about this state, or else you may get taken out by it.
By like somebody that's crazy, huh?
By somebody that's crazy, somebody who's influenced by all of these things. Somebody who believes these things to be cool. Because, like, even in the case of Morgan Geyser, they go to say that her father, he actually believed in a lot of Gothic rituals or whatever, and that's what he would do.
Her mom, who?
Her dad.
Oh, the Morgan person?
Yeah, her dad. So I'm like,
so she was exposed to like a lot of weird things,
a lot of dark energies early on in her life. Which made me be like, and I don't know why this seems to be a common theme amongst like people who are like serial killers or whatever, but typically their house stinks. And I just know for a fact.
You been in a house like that?
Bro, I haven't, but anytime you look at one of their documentaries or whatever, the director always makes certain that that their house smelled ratchet of something. Like the Jeffrey Dahmer on Netflix, right? Mm-hmm. When you walk into his house, like the first thing the black dude says, like, "Ugh, what's that smell?" Like that's the first thing. That's the first thing he says. Or if you watch the Ed Gein documentary on Netflix, like, a lot of people, even the girl he was trying to get at the time, she walks in and she was like, "Eddie, what's going on in here? What's that smell?" And he was like, "Oh, just garbage. I need a lady around here to clean up for me. I don't have a woman." So I don't know, man. That seems to be another commonality amongst these murderers out here.
That's just disgustingly nasty. But it does make me wonder, like, are you safer in a city versus being out there on like farmland far away from everybody?
I would say I would think
I'm a city girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a city girl. I don't see myself ever living in like a rural area, all out in the woods and stuff like that. maybe one day. I don't know. But I don't see it right now because I like being in the city. I like being close to certain things. But a lot of horrific stories do happen when you have a lot of just land and nobody's really around to hear you cry,
Can't nobody hear you
scream, none of that type of stuff. So it makes me want to just stay in the city a little bit more. But the city got its own issues, honestly.
It's true. I mean, but I would personally, I think I'm cool. I'm better in the city. I think I'm a little bit more safer in the city. And I'm just saying in the state of Wisconsin.
You live in Racine.
Yeah, but it's still a city. It may not be as big as Milwaukee, but it's still, I live in a city where I can get to a hospital in like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I'm staying out in the countryside or whatever, I'm pretty much, especially if I get hurt or something like that, I'm at the perils of whatever, the terrain or the ambulance got to go through just to come and get me. And that's still going to take more time for them to come get me than to get me into the city where there is some kind of hospital. Because, I always used to feel some type of way where other states would be like, "Oh, what's up in Wisconsin? Ain't nothing but farmland up there."
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be like, "Hell no, y'all are tripping. Like, there's way more things up in Wisconsin than just farmland."
Yeah, killers.
It's true. But as soon as you go more north than like Milwaukee, it really is nothing but farmland. Like,
right.
I mean, and even in somewhere like Racine and Kenosha, like you get off on like the highways or whatever, it's a lot of farmland out here, man. Like somebody really could go missing instead of a barn, and you would never know. Somebody could have a bunker somewhere on one of those in one of those fields or whatever, you would really never know.
That's why you got to be real careful of like who you are attaching yourself to, and like who are your friends and who is inviting you to certain places out there in other sides of town. Like, because why are you going over there to what's that one of my bosses actually moved over there. It's somewhere in Wisconsin, really far, but I'm just like, I just don't see myself even going there. I just don't see myself even wanting to put myself in a situation like that where I'm only around, farmland and I don't know the area very well.
Yeah.
Not by myself, at least. That's where all the crazy stories are from, So you just got to be careful. You just got to be safe. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, Josh Jammin said, he's like, look, I think it's the environment and also the lack of exposure in these cities. It's nobody that lives there that's when this function begins. And I agree with that. That's basically what Chad told me though. Is the fact that like if you live in somewhere out in a rural community of Wisconsin and ain't nobody around you for like the next 5 miles or whatever, you really start to develop your own reality. You may even start to talk to yourself. And just like in Ed Gein's case, if you're already a person who does suffer from some kind of mental illness, who's to say when your mental illness does get diagnosed? Because nobody's even around you to let you know, like, bro, you got dementia. Bro, you're schizophrenic. Bro, this is what's happening to you. So those types of things happen, And then even in the case of even this young girl, Morgan Geyser, obviously she was living in the city. However, her world, her environment was already tainted. It was already demented. To some degree, she probably felt like it was cool to think that Slender Man was a real thing.
Yeah, that and not to me. That was just weird and that was just crazy. But you got to be careful out here in these Wisconsin streets because there's always something going on. Just be aware, I would say, of where you're going, why you're going there, who you're going with. I would say share your location with your family and friends all the time so they at least know where you're at. So if they can't reach you, they can see where the last place you were, because it's crazy out here. You truly never know what's going to go down. So that's what I'll say about that. But it is wild that a lot of the killers and just crazy people are from Wisconsin. It's like, what's in the water here in Wisconsin to make y'all be so crazy?
I'm not going to lie.
Are they just Geminis?
I don't believe they had that in connection. All right, Ed Gein and,
Can I not trust
Dahmer.
Geminis?
Hey, you know what they say? Geminis aren't the most notorious killers, though. It's a whole nother one. I think it's actually Virgos who typically be the killers.
Mom?
She's a Virgo?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
My mom was a Virgo.
You just really never know.
All right, you guys. That was been Jammin's
Rabbit
When we come back, you guys, we are going to wrap up the show with a bow and give you our drop of juice for this lovely Monday morning. So make sure you guys keep it locked. We got one more segment here. So don't go nowhere. It's your
All right,
juice.
Juicy Jammers, y'all know we're going to come back. But in the meantime, stay patient, stay waiting, and stay hopeful. The greatest things comes to those who wait. Take a sip of that.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick-cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cindy Johnson today at 414-445-2558.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, Jammin' with Juice is officially back, you guys. And you know what? I am so excited to be back with my co-star. Okay, we got Benjamin in the building. Benjamin, how you feeling?
Amazing. No, seriously, Juicy Jammers, it is so great to be back over this airwaves, connecting with you all over again. Thank you guys again just for holding it down with this man for so long. All the DMs, all the messages, all the likes, the comments.
Y'all definitely were doing your big one, reaching out to us and just keeping the show alive. You know what I'm saying? So now that we are officially back, make sure you tell everybody that you know.
Tell your mama.
Okay, that Jammin' with Juice is back to give you that daily
Tell
drop
your
of
daddy.
juice every single morning. Okay, if you got to go to the gas station, if you at the mall, whoever you run into,
Tell
just
your
let them
local
know.
drug dealer.
All right, that they got to tap into Jammin' with Juice. Man, you are so crazy.
Okay, let's do it again.
Do it again? No,
Yeah.
let's see how it sounded first.
I don't think that sounded good.
I thought it was beautiful.
I thought the direction was there.
Do it.
Let's just do it one more time.
Do what?
Do it again.
Okay, what's
Tell the people. They listening right now. Tell the people. Tell the people what you need to tell them. What we need to tell them. Look, Juicy Jammers, from the bottom of Benjamin heart, I really appreciate you guys. When somebody, gets let go from their job.
We ain't doing that.
No?
No,
No?
we ain't talking about that.
Okay, we ain't doing all that. Just thank you, Juicy Jammers, man. Seriously, I found out throughout this time period. Okay, I don't want to be that deep. I know how to enunciate.
I'm not about to keep
Okay.
playing with you. Cut this up and call it a day.
Whatever, bro. Y'all really want this show?
Bro, this is a 30-second. We back. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your auntie, tell your baby daddy.
We back, but we ain't never left, okay? We ain't never left, all right? We just got a new platform, and it's our own platform.
Facts. But yeah, y'all was holding it down. We appreciate it so much. And we are just glad to be able to be back in community with all of you and to, entertain y'all. Because it's about to get even crazier. We on our own, Ben. We independent.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? You already know what it is. This is Jammin' with Juice. And make sure you go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to jamminwithjuice.com to become a certified Juicy Jammer. Remember, from here on out, you're amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is today? Finna have my way and make space. Cause I don't play. Welcome back, everybody. You are tapped into Jammin' with Juice. We are about to wrap up the show with a bow and give you our drop of juice here on this lovely Monday morning. Hope you guys have enjoyed the morning stream, okay? And left here feeling good. And it's something that I wanted to bring up that I was gonna bring up when we first opened up, and I was gonna potentially bring it up during something you say when we were doing it, but we ran out of time. But I know I talked about Shador Sanders last week, but I truly want to just give him his flowers one more time, because last week I told you guys that this past Sunday it was going to be his first time starting as the leading starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and he won. He won the game yesterday, and he made history, you guys, by winning the first NFL start as a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns in their 24-10 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders. He became the first Browns quarterback since 1995 to win his debut game, which also ended a 17-game losing streak for the team in games with a quarterback making their first start. He passed for 209 yards and a touchdown. And so I just want to say, man, you about to play something? I don't know.
No, I ain't playing nothing.
Okay, I was gonna say don't put nothing up there, but I was just gonna say, man, like I had made a Threads post about this, but I said Shador is literally what it looks like to always get your way. Like what is for you, okay? And when you have a gift inside of you and God wants you to put that gift out there, it's gonna happen regardless. You can't stop greatness, and the cream always does rise to the top. People still aren't giving him his credit for what he did yesterday. His coach yesterday barely acknowledged him, and now he's in the media for that. But don't do it, all right? He is a leader. He has been killing it. And I think that we should give him that respect. You know what I mean? Like he's here, he's made it. Now people have asked the coach who he's gonna have play in the game next week, either Shador as the starting quarterback or the other guy that was injured. I don't even remember his name, but he didn't even answer the question correctly. And obviously Shador is doing what he needs to do on that field. So give him that respect, you know, like he's gonna win regardless, just because God don't play about him, God don't play about his kids, and he's gonna reap all of the benefits in the long run. You know, he was ready and prepared for that moment, and just shout out to him, shout out to his dad Deion Sanders for really getting him going. And yeah, you really can't stop greatness. Always be yourself, never change that, be ready for the moment. That's what I'll say about that.
Shout out to Shador, shout out to Deion. I think that was definitely dope. And I think Deion was really genuinely just proud of Shador throughout that time. Like just seeing his son do what he did yesterday on that field. Again, shout out to Shador. I can't wait to see who he becomes in the future. And I can't wait to see what the Sanders family really does 20 years from now. Like I said before, I think he just may become a NFL owner one day because what his dad has put down already. So
yeah. What's your drop of juice?
My drop of juice, man, is for real. Check up on your friends. It's a cold winter. We ain't got no snow yet, but check up on your friends. They may just turn into a serial killer over this winter, man. So check up on them. You check up on them, man. And that's really my drop of juice.
Yes, especially during the holiday
Especially
times.
if they got German heritage. Just check up on them, too.
All right, for sure. All right, you guys. Well, can you hit the music?
Let's do it.
So I can like say my little goodbyes. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for tapping into Jammin' with Juice today on this lovely Monday morning. Let's do it again tomorrow. You know where to find us right here at 7 a.m. It's Jammin' with Juice, baby. I am your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And that has been Jammin'.
It is amazing.
Yeah, shout out to all of the certified Juicy Jammers who have been tapping in. Make sure you continue to tap in every single morning, you guys. It's the morning stream, only stream you guys need to be on. You know what I'm saying? And tell everybody, you know, subscribe, share it, comment, all of the things. We really do appreciate all the support still.
Hell yeah. Go to jamwithjuice.com. Cop a hoodie. It's cold outside, man.
Ooh. All right, you guys. Have a great and beautiful rest of your day. Be safe. All right. Love on your neighbor. Don't do anything crazy. And always be you. Stay great, because they can't stop greatness no matter how hard they try. And that's pretty much it. Bye, y'all.
Okay.
It's Jammin' with Juice, baby.
Okay.
I hope y'all are ready for the day.
Okay.
Shout out to all the certified Juicy Jammers.
Shout out to everybody out there.
Bye.
Good morning.
Good morning, Milwaukee. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning, Noni Juice.